Hey guys, so I'm doing a little video because it's probably going to be the last video I do for a week or so. Like I said, I've got somebody coming in to breed to Asher, and I've got 100 other things going on. Although I definitely think I'm going to forego the show for the weekend. But anyway, look at this, you guys. The one thing out in this whole pen, and I had to put a brick there because they uncovered some kind of extension cord, which frankly I don't even know what it's like powering up. So I'll ask Al when he gets home. But anyway, I started a cool video, then I had to end it because the neighbor's dog was loose along the fence line, which those particular neighbors are very good. That doesn't happen much, but Asher and he were being okay with each other, but Asher tried to get at Willow a little bit when Willow started the chase, so that's always the problem. And then the other problem was simply that he was a little bit aggressive with me, their dog, when I went up there. And then that definitely got Asher fired up. He and Asher were kind of just checking each other out, running a little, but nothing big deal. But then that dog seemed like he was going to bite me, which was kind of surprising to me. But he was fine with the other dogs. But anyway, that's over, so I'm doing the video. I wanted to tell you guys, we went to the vet today, and everybody is doing great. And my vet, who's seen all my litters, and they've all been really good, but he remarked this time that he was just astounded at the consistency and the weight. Everybody, they're going to be 7 weeks tomorrow, and they weigh almost right around exactly 7 pounds. There was a 1/4 ounce more or less on some, with Harley being like a little over 7.5 pounds, hilariously enough, because you can't tell to look at her, but she is a little round chunker. And Diana was a beast jewels too, and the lightest one in the litter was little Doreen. But look at her, I think it's because she is a lot really active, because she doesn't look the smallest either. But again, it was hair either way. All the bites look great. We have no testicles yet that he could feel anyway, except Mr. Fantastic. He's got his little jewels, don't you, Mr. Fantastic? But everybody else, it's kind of like, but he said, this is younger. I usually take him to the vet at 8 weeks, but I was just so busy next week with potentially trying to do that one last show and a couple of puppies leaving that it just got so crazy. But anyway, yeah, I have to say, it's true. And look they're a little fired up now with oh, that's Doreen. I thought it was she was going after little Loki. But he can fire up too. They're all very, very good. Like, this amount of play is as rough as they'll get with each other. Lexi and I were talking about it, how amazing it is that they share all their food too. They're kind of getting into the hay. There's little Steve over there choking on it. And I put a little ball bin for them. They love that one tunnel, but I wanted to vary it. And they love the hay. They have so much fun over there in the hay. But it's true. I mean, I am just no hernias at all. So that's living proof where I think the vets are wrong and the breeders are right. Because the only time we've had umbilical hernias is when we let Willow take the cords out herself, and she was really biting and aggressive. So this time we decided we were going to intervene more. And so, yeah, no hernias. Bites look perfect so far. A little slight overbite was exactly what you want to see. So we'll just see how it all goes. I'm loving the way the ears. I see all low tail sets. And as I always say, and with good reason, pride goeth before the fall, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But this is the only time, by the way, and thank you everybody, is being super patient. And once again, I have an incredible slate of owners. And I do want to let people know, because I'm shocked how many great owners I found from YouTube over the past couple of litters. But usually I have way more than enough homes at this point, and I'm turning down really good people. And of course, I always filter out people that don't make the bar from the start. But right now, I'm going to have just still 7 homes approved by the time they're 8 weeks. So that means I'll be holding on to a couple puppies longer, about 12 weeks. But I was talking to my friends at the show that are breeders of bulldogs, and they're experiencing the exact same thing. And I'm actually happy, because I think, oops, I don't want tails injured. They're real correctable too. But anyway, yeah, easy. Oh yes, hello, hello. And don't get my toes. That's one thing Lexi and I were saying these guys are particularly bad at, though. They love our feet. Oh, there go Jennifer, good girl, because they were getting you too much. I mean, nobody's here bullied. Oh, and nobody is a bully, which is great. I mean, again, amazing. And so, yeah, going back to my thing, yeah, and thankfully, hopefully, the people who are breeding like mad and with no purpose and Also, those, especially my bane of my existence, those giving their dogs away with no restrictions and contracts are still struggling to place puppies a little bit, because I think, and again, the cream rises to the top, like my husband says, I get the best owners because I think people do really appreciate what goes into it. And Lexi said I should just do a video one time from called A Day in the Life of the Dog Breeder, and she is right, because then everyone would know I'm not moaning for nothing. From the minute you wake up to your kitchen enclosure stinking and covered with poop, and even an extremely clean litter that's going in the right place, you still got 9 dogs worth of poop, to the minute you crash at the end of the day when they're finally all sleeping like angels. And every single time, the positive on this one, Henrietta, it's the best little diet, because I definitely lose about 5 pounds every single time. And it's not like I try to lose weight. Not that I'm super thin or anything, so I don't mind. But, you know, I've always been pretty fit. And so it's just losing the 5 pounds just from having puppies, because there really is pretty much no time to eat. So anyway, but I was going to say I appreciate all the owners being super patient as always, and knowing to trust the process, and everyone will get the puppy they want. I've made a couple tentative decisions in my mind, but this time I'm actually, for the first time ever, going to be able to give a couple choices, I think, to at least 2 people. And it's interesting because I don't usually have that. I just pick myself because there's enough difference. But this group is so incredibly consistent, especially in terms of temperament, that you almost can't go wrong. So it'll be like other variables guiding it, because temperament-wise, at least as it stands now, I think everybody's going to get a great one. And that guy over there, Rocket / potentially Banjo, which I love that name too. Like I said, if it couldn't be Rocket, how about Banjo? And I didn't come up with Banjo, they did, but I was like, what a great, perfect name, because they have Matilda. And I guess Banjo wrote the song or something for Waltzing Matilda. And that guy, from the start, he's been one of the most loving and most playful. And hands down, his owner tells me that Sally, who used to be, you know, Daisy's, who is Daisy's sister, Sally, who's now Matilda, is the happiest dog she's ever met. And of course, I do know that's true of our breed and also of these guys. Now they hear a dog up, it's the bad dogs, I think, the border collies, that are going loose like crazy. But anyway, I'm just thrilled and pleased with all of them. Right, Diana Dukes? Don't eat too much hay. But this builds their immunities too, I think. But yeah, he was shocked at the vigor and health. So I'm thrilled. We did have to go into the clinic, which I don't love, but you know, he usually used to do it outside, and I feel better about that, actually. But let me take one or so last video for you guys. Who's over there, my little greens? Oh, you two playing, Mr. Fantastic. And then who's over here? And who's barking like crazy in the neighborhood? We don't usually have a lot of barking dogs, but lately we've got a lot of barking dogs. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to pack everybody in. Little Harley, you little chunkamonka, came in winning the weight battle today, which nobody would have foreseen or predicted, but she does have some heft, which is actually a great thing. So she's a beauty, aren't you, Harlequin? Yes, everybody's so pretty. Oh, my flashy, looking like picture perfect over there, aren't you? All right, good, and good puppies. Oh gosh, don't get me. All right, well, they're attacking me, so I'll go ahead and turn it off and see you guys in a while. Again, this may be my last video for about a week, so I'll be posting pictures on the Facebook page, Shasta, Staffords, and Doberman Show, and you guys can check those pictures out for sure. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening or day or whatever it is for you.